Is up? What's going on with the viewers of the tube? Tyler here of chicocrypto. Sorry for being a couple minutes late, but that's Chico, if you know me. How's everybody doing for the stream? I hope good. And yeah, we're here and we're live. So, got a great stream for you. If you couldn't tell from the title, it's a great one. Got some altcoin alpha, I would say. I know it's a pretty bullish title. I got to do a little bit of the clickbait. So, hey, I'm not late, you guys. I'm here. What's up, guys? Glad to see everyone. Which is the 100x crypto. And this is a crypto I think is going to do extremely well because it's solving one of the biggest problems in the cryptocurrency space. And it's actually, I predicted what was going to happen this week, which just happened, confirmed to be happening yesterday. Hey, Developer1, thank you so much for the early tip, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Vitola, nice to see you as well. Everyone, thank you so much. So let's begin the stream, Bitcoin, it's hovering around that 55 level. Looks like we're meeting a little bit of resistance here. Altcoins are, doing their thing. Bitcoin starts falling a little bit. Most altcoins do. But there are some altcoins that are up there. Olympus DAO's up there, a few other ones in my portfolio are as well doing pretty dang good. But again, the title of this stream is, which altcoin, is gonna make you possibly a millionaire in the future. Buy that dang frickin' supercar. If you're a millionaire, you want that dang supercar, don't you? Well, by the way, that's how you only become a millionaire. If you want to become a billionaire, you better drive a crappy car like Warren Buffett and all these billionaires. Literally, Warren Buffett still drives a, old Cadillac. A 2014, or is it? No, he bought a new. It's a 2017 Cadillac, but he still has it to this day. Mark Zuckerberg just drives a Acura, Alice Walton drives an old Ford. That's the truck my dad has. So, yeah, if you want to become a millionaire, buy that. If you want to become a billionaire, keep driving what you're driving. No, I'm just kidding. But talking about the crypto millionaire coming soon, I'm sure a lot of you guys want to make that type of money in the altcoin space. Well, we are getting towards the end of the bull run, and, this means that there's going to be a parabolic cycle usually coming up, and coins are going to be pushing to new highs. So there is still a chance, to make it big in this space. There's no doubt about that. If you would have gotten January, late last year, or late 2020, you would have a better chance, because you could have got some coins at extremely cheap prices. You bought it 2018, yeah, you have a great chance because you got them in super early. But this one is going to rocket. So I've been talking about this one on repeat for the past 7 months, and I'm going to keep talking about it on repeat. And I know I said in my early video I might not talk about it the rest of the week, but I said maybe. Well, the big news came, so I do have to talk about it one more time, you guys. It's massive. Coin's up 33% today. It's had a little bit of a delayed reaction. Whoa, Tave, thank you so much for the $100 tip, man. Very kind of you. I appreciate it. And no question, just $100. Thank you, bro. And spammers, stop spamming the chat, please. So the news is out there, and it came out yesterday, and I tweeted about it. I said, alert, at Uniswap confirmed, Flashbots Protect will be integrated into Uniswap v3, aka Alchemist Coin and Mystex Labs. I called it again, because I did call it, but let's just listen in to the facts. Let's listen in to Uniswap Dev confirm this.
So I think
to be clear, for the listeners, I am not shitting on Flashbots Protect. I think it's a really cool thing. We are planning on integrating it into Uniswap.
some alpha.
Yeah. Um, we are actively working on utilizing this service. So it's we're big fans of
Let's
Flashbots.
just listen in. Where's that coming from? Okay. So yeah, that is awesome, you guys. So Jordan Frankfurt, he was the one. If we go back, Jordan Frankfurt is the one who actually leaked the information. So if we go back, to his LinkedIn, Jordan Frankfurt is a software engineer at Uniswap, and he's been working there since February 2021. And if we go into his GitHub, we can confirm once again that, yes, of course, Jordan Frankfurt is working on Uniswap and developing massively. Whoops. Right there. So it is basically confirmed, you guys. And like I said, I predicted this a long time ago. March 8th, 2021 was the first time I talked about Alchemist Coin when it was a brand new concept. And actually, a little bit of information regarding Alchemist. Alchemist was originally just an experiment that was taking the NFT Crucible concept and trying to experiment with it, see if it would work. Ampleforth was actually the ones who didn't come up with it, but actually were the ones who were first going to implement the NFT Crucible concept. The Ghost Step and his devs, of course, developed it, but it was supposed to be just an experiment for Ampleforth. But it's grown to a lot bigger than just an experiment now. Alchemist Coin is one of the best MEV coins out there. There's no doubt about that. So if we go back to how I came upon this, literally days later, I started diving in more, and I found that Charlie Noyes of Paradigm Research, Paradigm VC and Research, was talking about Alchemist Coin. He actually retweeted it. Stefan Goslin, the founder of Alchemist Coin, retweeted him. So that's when I started making the connections to Alchemist and Uniswap. Because if you go to Paradigm's portfolio companies, within there is Flashbots. Of course, Flashbots is technology behind Alchemist Coin. Scroll down, and there is Uniswap. So I was like, oh, there's got to be connections. But there's also another connection, which I think is coming very soon, and that is Optimism, the Layer 2 solution on Ethereum. Because if we look at this tweet from Alchemist Coin, they tweeted comfy AF with the Crucible symbol, and then a smiley face, Optimism, and Mystex. So eventually I think you're going to be able to use some Alchemist technology, Crucible, I don't know exactly yet, with Mystex on Uniswap v3 on Optimism's layer. So the first time I actually made the prediction that Uniswap was integrating Alchemist Coin was in April, just a little over a month later. I started going into their ERC 721, and I really made the connections because the NFT of Uniswap v3's liquidity pools are ERC 721s. The Crucible is basically the same thing as that. So I think there's deeper connections we don't see right now. Eventually, I do think Uniswap could be implementing the Crucible concept. But that's when I made the first connection. But then I started diving deeper. Literally a few days later after that video, I found some more information. And Charlie Noyes said this.
He says, hopefully the next year will bring more clarity on MEV and Ethereum's path forward. A number of Paradigm's portfolio companies are working on MEV mitigations and related problems. If this is of interest to you, don't be a stranger. And he lists those portfolio companies working on MEV, including the two rollups Paradigm is invested in, Optimism and Starkware's ZK rollup. But just below them is another Paradigm portfolio company, Flashbots.
So again, that just connects you right back to Optimism too. Optimism is supposedly working on MEV. Alchemist Coin Flashbots are the leader in MEV research and tools and technology. So that just connects, a little bit closer in my opinion. Oh, thank you guys all for the tip. Appreciate it. Juan David Tovar Flores. Hey, Chico, your depression can take a Tony Robbins seminar. I will happy to pay for it for your help. Tony Robbins, I don't know if you will, like super just optimistic people like that, I don't know. I don't know about if I would like it, but I appreciate your tip, man. I'm just being honest. And Canadian $6.99. What's up, Canadian brethren? If you didn't know, I'm have some Canadian blood in me. My mom is Newfie, Goofy Newfie. Adam O'Brien, what's the deal with the 0.12 ETH and 0.25 ETH requirements for the Optimism and Arbitrum airdrops? Check out, I don't know. I will look into that, my friend. I mean, that is in the middle of the content, Adam. I'm going to try to remember that, and I'll try to come back to it. Actually, since I do come back to it, I'll write it right here, just so I do. 0x. I put OX? I'm not finding them, my friend. PS. Jesus, what is he even spelling here? SYPHUS? Jeez. There we go. Okay. Hey, and 2578. Thank you for the 100. I don't know what type of currency that is, but I really appreciate it. I remember the day you told us about MistX. Thank you. Of course, Crypto Joni. Thank you for listening. And doing your own research yourself. Doobie Cook in the house. Thank you so much for the check 500, man. Appreciate that. I think that's check. I don't know, though. The Cookster's in the house. Appreciate it, guys. So then I did make, the big connection. Actually, on that same video, April 12th, I said what was coming.
Could MistX and Alchemist Coins crucibles have something to do with the gas savings of Uniswap v3?
Oh, yes it does. That was pretty much a spot-on prediction. And then in September 10th, when there was more information coming out regarding it, there was a GitHub issue opened in the Uniswap v3 GitHub, and Dire0x, Uniswap or Alchemist Coin developer, was actually, committing to the issue. Front-running protection, MistX, and Moody Salem, core developer for Uniswap, was working with them. And I was pretty shocked when that came out. I was like, how in the freak did I predict this? I surprise myself sometimes, because I put the ties together, but there were points I didn't think I was right. I'm not going to lie. I was like, dang it, I missed there. But I was correct. So it is correct. It's coming. But there's some people like, well, what does this mean for Uniswap? Or what does this mean for Alchemist Coin? How is it going to benefit Mist holders? Well, a Wasserbrunner said, but Flashbots Protect doesn't directly benefit Alchemist or Crucible holders, unlike MistX. And Dire0x, Alchemist core developer, said, you sure about that? And he said, that doesn't sound direct to me, referencing what Flashbots Protect is. And then Dire said, sorry, but I can't explain without giving that alpha. Just trust MistX Labs, baby. Super pumped. Yeah, so Dire0x, he is the core developer. And remember that GitHub issue. It was closed within Uniswap v3, specifically the interface section. But there is actually a new GitHub issue opened, you guys. Oh yeah. Use front-running protection by Flashbots and MistX. And if you go into it and you scroll down to one of the recent comments, Bert Miller of Flashbots says, hey, Moody Salem, mind having a look at this again and telling us what you think? We made some initial decisions on a few of the UX questions. Highlighted above, and feedback would be really helpful. It's coming. It's just when. So now the question is, how big is this for Alchemist coin holders? I mean, it's big. I can say that, but this Zoop has a great explanation of it on Twitter. Zoop said, I just read on Discord that the Flashbots Protect RPC also goes through the Protect API, which is actually the MistX API. All the transaction flow is basically going via MistX. Oh boy, what happens when they turn on the revenue printer? Why did he say that? Well, Uniswap v3 is one of the top dexes out there. It's doing between v2 and v3 over 1.2, nearly one, yeah, basically $1.3 billion in 24-hour volume. But you guys, this is just in crypto token trading. I mean, I foresee tokens and Uniswap becoming the next NASDAQ, you know, the next type of Wall Street, you know. And if you see what one of the top exchanges on Wall Street, NASDAQ trades per day, it's over $205 billion. Some days $275 billion. If there's going to be MEV protection being done through Alchemist Coin throughout Uniswap's life, it's going to be absolutely redonkulous. I'm beyond excited for this altcoin pick. Beyond. Benito PT, hey Chico, some alpha regarding Revest. Look into the roadmap Q1 2022. There is a literal move on the moon on the graphics. I have seen that, Benito PT. It's interesting. Very good news. Alex Feliz, thank you for your tip too. Hey Chico, thanks so much for your research. I am a new millionaire in the making. I even have crazy dreams about you last night. Hopefully they weren't wet dreams, Alex. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Thank you so much for the tip. Sprite Money, hey, retracted your message and just gave me $10. Well, appreciate that. Pump and Dump Master, Mr. Tyler. Yes, I am pumping and dumping Alchemist Coin, the revenue printing coin. Why would I dump that coin? Ridiculous. But there's actually some cool stuff within Alchemist Coin right now. A little hidden Easter egg. They tweeted CTRL plus Q, big eyes, and then CTRL plus H. And if you go to the Alchemist, you know, main website, alchemist.wtf, and you do CTRL plus Q, why is it not doing it? Oh, there we go. A little Easter egg pops up. And the thing I think that's bigger regarding these Easter eggs is the Q, because there's big eyes around that. So I need to do some research into this little game. Oh, it's loud. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, there's levels in this. And remember the big eyes there. So there's got to be a hidden alpha leak within here somewhere, because CTRL-H has nothing. And if we CTRL-H, it's going to bring up my history at first. But go back to it. There's another game. And just not as, you know, it's not a quest or anything. That almost seems like a treasure hunt to me. So I'm going to have to do some researching regarding that. But NFTs, you guys. So I actually bought an NFT here. I bought a few of these Goop Troops. And I got what looks like a rare one. And that is the Goop DAO. So there's the Noun DAO, which is, you know, releasing NFTs one every 24 hours. And they're going for like over 150 ETH each right now. Only the top NFT, you know, rich mother suckers are getting these. Well, Goop DAO is, you know, for the non-rich mofos. And I think I got a rare non-rich one. I don't know. It's got a diamond ring. I like them. But actually, you guys, this leads me into the sponsored segment for today's video. And like always, the full description, or actually I forgot to, but I'll put it in because I was rushed. I will put the full description of our agreement after the live stream. I did get paid $10,000 for this live stream, or for this sponsored segment. And the team who's supporting this live stream is NFT LootBox. So if you guys haven't heard of NFT LootBox, it's a unique take on the NFT space, you know. They are integrating loot boxes into NFTs. So these loot boxes, there's different levels. There's a silver, there's a gold, and then there's actually crypto boxes. And those are coming soon. Hank, go. No. Sorry, Hank. So these NFT loot boxes, when you open them, you don't necessarily know what NFT you're going to get. You actually get a random piece. It could be a common, it could be unique, it could be a rare, or it could be a super rare, NFT that you receive. But it's not that you just pay with them with Ethereum. They actually, are able to get around the gas fees a little bit better because they're using their own, type of tokens. So you actually stake loot tokens in their application right here. And when you stake them, you actually receive, the other tokens so you can utilize them and open the loot boxes. You open silver boxes with the silver tokens. You open the gold boxes with the gold tokens. And here are some of the sets in the loot boxes as of right now. A unique set of, NFTs out there that have to do with all the big stuff in the name. And they partner with some top NFT artists in the space. Ooh, I like that Marie Curie one. Ooh, Michael Jordan. Hey, I want that one. In Life of Elon. Ooh, that ain't bad either. I like that. Elon Mythic. I want that one. But there are some unique features of Lootbox that they just implemented. So you can actually take, some of your commons. So if you open a loot box and you get a common, you can actually trade 5 of your common NFTs into there for 1 rare. And then 5 epic ones into 1 legendary one. So you can, if you keep opening and you have a bunch of common ones that you're not too excited about, you can get one that you are excited about. And that feature is implemented, you guys. You just got to click on Trade Up. And you got to connect your wallet. So again, you guys, if you are interested in NFT Lootbox, all links for them are below. If you're looking to get into the NFT space, this is actually a fun way to do it. So now we're going to actually talk about copper, Alchemist Copper. So you may be thinking I'm talking about Alchemist Coin some more. No, I'm not, you guys. We're actually getting into other crypto tokens. We know about the Uniswap news. It's massive. I'm going to answer your tips really quick. House of Shiba Palm Beaches. Thank you for the $20. Shiba, I like that. Not Shiba like the dog token, but SHEBA. Oh, Shapeshift DAO, thank you so much for the tip, you guys. Hoping to have Voorhees on the chat soon. Maybe next live stream. I will keep killing it, man. Thank you. Jack Acuardo, what do I think of gelato? So that is an altcoin question, you guys. I take altcoin questions at the very end of my stream just because I don't get the regular content bogged down. If I start answering altcoin questions, I'll get a million other tips from people and I'll never get to my own content. But gelato's nice. Little funky business went on with the token launch that I didn't like, but I may pick up some here soon. Thoughts on Hex, William Finn? That is an altcoin question. I'm just not a big fan of it. Personally, Richard Hart is kind of really pompous and full of himself. Sprite Money, my original message was removed. Why did I have Akash in the beginning of the video? Love you, Chico. I don't know. I wonder why. I wonder why, Sprite Money. That's a good question. Not a whale. Any opinion on the ongoing Occupy DeFi movement and Spell and Mim and ICE project? I've looked into Spell, Mim a little bit. ICE has connections to Alchemist Coin. I don't know about the Occupy DeFi movement. No, I don't. Not a Hex hater, per se. I mean, do what you want in cryptocurrency, the protocol. But I'm not a fan of Richard Hart at all. So regarding getting back to my content, the copper launches. So there's been some big copper launches, you guys. Alchemist Copper is dropping not only the alpha with partners like Uniswap, but they're dropping the alpha with tokens. So Alpha Clima launched on the Copper platform, and it's up over $1,000 right now, Alpha Clima. And literally, if you participated in their fair launch on Copper, you could have got it for as low as $63. Yeah, baby. And it's not just, a Clima and Clima DAO. There was another one called Grow Token and Grow DAO Token, and it's up to $22 right now, up 31% today. And guess how low you could have got Grow Token for? $4.28, or $4.46 was the low, you guys. So they're putting out, some really good projects on their fair launch platform. And it's beautiful because it is a fair launch platform. The buying and the price of the token is based off of demand. And it utilizes balancer liquidity pools to allow the trading back and forth between users and the pool. So there's no funky business going on. It's fair. So now I'm getting into a little special part of the segment. I don't do these too often, you guys, so you should be excited. But this is very special. I have a special founder interview. Yeah, you guys. Special founder interview. I wonder with who? So, have you ever heard of the Akash Network, you guys? Akash, my friends. They do consider themselves the unstoppable cloud. They are a decentralized cloud infrastructure for the crypto space, but eventually, probably more. And of course, who do I have on, speaking with me? Well, on the team, they have a few people. There's their CTO, Adam. There's their Chief Operating Officer, Boz. But I do have the CEO and co-founder, Greg Azori. So, let me get Greg on the screen really quick, and we're going to start with that interview. All right, Greg, how's it going, man?
Hey, Tyler. Good. How are you?
I'm very good, man. I am very good. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, man. So, for the viewers who don't know what Akash is, could you give us that short little elevator pitch of what Akash is and what it does?
Absolutely. In the simplest terms, Akash is a market for cloud-grade compute. Essentially, anyone that has compute that is probably not using it can offer that to people that need it in exchange for some money, AKT tokens. And the properties that makes it special is, number one, it's permissionless. So no one can stop you from using Akash. And self-sovereign. That means no one single company or entity is required to maintain it. It is self-maintenance. And it's fully open. So it's not built by a single company, but rather by a community, right? So what the outcome of these amazing properties is that, number one, is cheaper. So we compare Akash to something like an AWS or Amazon Web Services, and users normally end up paying 1/2 to 1/5 the cost you would pay on Amazon. So that's very advantageous, right?
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It's really nice. Second is unstoppable. So you can't really stop anyone from using. And as you know how important that is in a very, in a world that's, gearing towards hyper censorship, right? So as long as there's a provider on the Akash network that's willing to host your workload, your application will absolutely run. And no one, even I, as a creator of this, the network can stop you from using it. Number three, it's greener, right? So greener in the sense that a lot of the companies like Amazon and Google and Microsoft, which have their own data centers and that offer this space at a premium, tend to expand in order to gain more capacity. Whereas Akash is different. We look inward. We're more recycling, right? So we look at space that's not used currently, and that's, adds to the global inefficiency of compute usage, and we tap into that underutilized resource. So it's very inward looking, which is better for the environment. And how does it happen? It's really simple because the Akash network core is really a permissionless network. Anyone, any data center usually that has a compute, and turns out that 85% or so of world's data centers compute is not being used because when you have a data center, you have to plan for peak and you purchase all this compute that you don't normally use most of the time. So companies like that or individuals that have those data centers can plug in a permissionless way and get up and running in 20 minutes and offer and earn Akash tokens.
Oh.
So the Akash token, as it is, the primary purpose is value exchange and securing the network, but it has ancillary income generating properties that we'll get into later, which makes it very, very attractive for a lot of these providers to earn and provide LP and actually make money selling their infrastructure, which traditionally was a cost center for most of them, right? So it's very advantageous for providers. That's what Akash is in a nutshell.
Oh, wow. So my next question is, the big dogs, Amazon Web Services, some of the others out there, they dominate the market. What percentage of the market share are you guys attempting to capture from them?
Boy, so just to give you an idea, right now the market is about $390 billion. The cloud computing, that means that's the amount of money people are spending on cloud computing companies. And majority of the market share of the $390 billion belongs to 4 companies: Amazon, Alibaba, Microsoft, and Google, right? I would say north of 80%. So it's a very, very profitable in a business. Amazon Web Services alone is considered to be valued at $500 billion, which is a unit of Amazon as a company, right? So, and it's predicted that we'll reach about $1 trillion market in about 4 years' time. Again, cloud in itself is in a very early stage, right? Cloud is a bigger part of an IT market, which is trillions of dollars. So it's a massive market. Our goal first is to capture 1%. So that's about $4 billion in annual revenue on the network. We are getting there. We have a tracker that measures, someone's working on a tracker that measures our progress towards the 1% market share. So that means a $4 billion demand for the token, which I consider a good milestone. So that's the first step.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So my next question is this going to be done mostly through crypto applications, dApps, NFTs, that type of stuff?
Not really. So, there's a whole world out there that's IT. And it's not Web 3. There's a Web 2, there's a Web 1, right? So Web 1 is still trying to come to Web 2. There's a lot of it if you actually see what's happening with cloud adoption, right? But and Web 2 is about, I would consider Web 2 is all cloud. So Web 2 is about $390 billion. And Web 3 is tiny, right? Tiny piece. It's a very important piece, but it's a tiny piece. We began with Web 3 because that is an audience that's native to our platform, that understand how to use tokens, understand how to secure them, and transact using them. It's a trained audience that we don't have to otherwise train in behavioral change. But I think majority of our adoption towards the 1% market share is going to come from Web 2, because Web 2 is already cloud native and they understand cloud, right? And in the way we are right now, we're very attractive in crypto because we tend to focus on it. But we are moving to a machine learning capable cloud in about 6 months' time. Machine learning, turns out, is very expensive on the cloud, like 20%, north of 20% of margins today of normal companies actually go to the cloud, go to paying for this. Amazon mostly for machine learning. If you look at any public S1 filings or financial reports like Snowflake and whatnot, 50% of their margins go to Amazon.
Wow.
And for them, any gain in margin is a gain overall in being a public company. So our majority of the growth that's going to get us to 1% is going to come from companies like that, and that will be in the form of machine learning. And we just announced our roadmap last week, which people are super excited about, and we announced exactly when we're going to have machine learning.
Nice. So my next question is, who is currently using that? Web3, you said, is one, who's currently using. So what are some of those projects that are out there using Akash?
Great. So there are 2 main cohorts of users I would classify as. One is utilitarian, so users that are there because they're very attracted about one feature, which is cost, right? So in that category, we have a lot of miners. Miners I consider as arbitrageurs for compute or energy. So miners are essentially mining in general is an activity where you can abstract value from computing power and hopefully transact with that value in a liquid market, right? So we have a ton of miners that are arbitraging because Akash is 1/3 to 1/2 cheaper, right? And the utilitarian is one category. And second category I would consider as innovators. So in that we have several DAOs, right, that are seriously considering Akash, and some of them using the biggest one being Osmosis. Osmosis is a Cosmos-based DEX.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
It's it's beautiful user experience, as you can see, and that user experience is rendered because of Akash. On the backend, they run all the RPC servers and nodes on Akash, and it's a very special project because Osmosis happened to be the first DEX for Akash Network, which changed the game, right? And the liquidity on Akash for Akash alone is a little over, $30 to $40 million, and the 2% depth is about a little over $1.2 million on two market pairs. And that kind of healthy liquidity was not possible using centralized exchanges, and Osmosis being the first one, being the most liquid market, hosting on Akash is a very special thing for us, right? And Osmosis certainly opened the doors, and we're seeing a lot of DAOs now seriously considering Akash. A big one would be Shift. We had a community call the other day, and they seem to be very excited. I think we're going to make a lot of progress there. Second would be NFTs and games, right? So we're seeing quite a bit of interest in a big game launch that's launching on Akash called Strange Clan. Akash has a very special property that's very attractive for NFT gaming, especially if you're doing any computational heavy processing, which also means cost heavy, right? So you can use the Akash network to achieve results that you normally see with the cloud with one-third the cost, right? So someone like Strange Clan, which is doing OpenGL rendering on Akash network, so that it can actually deliver 3D desktop grade graphics on a browser, right? Yeah. So it's an amazing use case for Akash, and we're seeing a lot of Minecraft users, and we had I think the second largest Minecraft server owner now building this amazing stuff to make Minecraft super simple to run on Akash. So we're seeing quite a bit of games because of the distributed nature of Akash, right?
And the cost savings, right?
The cost savings.
Yep.
And we see another very important category of users, which is proof of stake users. Proof of stake nodes, proof of stake RPC servers that are running quite a bit, like 4Ball and whatnot. 4Ball happened to be a top validator on Cosmos, in the Cosmos ecosystem. They're running a bunch of workloads because Akash has high level abstractions like Omnibus, which make it extremely fault tolerant to run nodes or RPC servers in a very secure and scalable manner, right? The composability Akash provides makes it super simple to deploy all this at a very very efficient price point. So we're seeing quite a bit of that level of use cases for RPC servers and miners. I believe Solana is going to also get more serious about Akash while deploying their RPC servers, because recently all the NFT launches kind of botched because people were using public RPC servers. So instead of doing that, Akash lets you run your own RPC and kind of help you scale that way, right? So we're seeing quite a bit of demand, and that market seems to be about $300 million. It's not a small market, the whole proof of stake market, and we're seeing companies like Coinbase and whatnot launch a centralized version of what Akash is doing, but Akash is a non-custodial and decentralized, which is very attractive to a lot of these players. So, I can go on and go on about the kind of applications. There's a website called poweredbyakash.com, which runs on Akash itself, which kind of tracks all the cool projects that are happening. Highly recommend your audience to go check it out.
I actually looked at that before this interview.
That's awesome. Yeah,
it's a good one. So now let's talk about the node infrastructure of Akash. So what are the requirements for running an Akash node and beginning a validator?
Yeah, so there are two types of nodes for Akash. One is the proof of stake validator, and second type of node is Akash provider itself, right? So for the proof of stake validator, it's a very standard requirement. I think it's 64 gigs of memory or a cloud grade box, essentially, that people run. It's a very standard Cosmos style environment. You can actually run, it gets a little meta, you can actually run the proof of stake node on Akash itself. I have a few thoughts on doing that. I mean, I think Akash is really cool to run proof of stake nodes, but when you start running Akash on Akash itself, it gets really meta. I have no idea what will happen if something goes wrong, but people do that as well. So the configuration is not that heavy. I mean, like any Cosmos box you can run, you can pretty much run with that same configuration. And whereas for the provider set of things, there is no minimum. You can even have like a gigabyte like cluster running, which is a lot more forgiving than the proof of stake nodes. But the only caveat is you need Kubernetes running and working in order for Akash provider to function. There is a new project called handyhost.computer. It was launched last.
I was looking at that too.
It's amazing. They make provider operations really simple to get up and running on Akash. I think they're going to help us decentralize quite rapidly than what we anticipated. Highly recommend you to check it out. It's like one-click mechanism to become an Akash provider.
Nice.
Yeah.
So explain how staking works with Akash.
Right. So staking is the act of securing the network, right? So it is a standard Cosmos-based chain. So if you're used to staking on Terra, if you're used to staking on Cosmos, Kava, any of the Cosmos SDK projects, you probably know how to stake on Akash. So the APRs are very attractive now. So the Akash inflation is on a decay curve. So it rewards early participants to secure the blockchain, and the rewards go on a decay curve. That means they go down every block period, and they get distributed every block period, which is about 6 seconds, right? So you in order to stake, you got to pick a validator that you're delegating your tokens. That means you're literally not transferring your tokens, but you're actually giving your rights to vote on your behalf to a validator. And validators in exchange charge a commission, right? So usually the commission goes anywhere from, some of them even do 0%, but that's a marketing gimmick. But most of them do like 1% to 20%, depending on what value they're providing. So you stake your tokens to them, and in exchange, you get some tokens back through inflation rewards, which are currently about I think like 45% to 50% APR, and APY would be much higher if you actually compound them every day, like people do, or you can even do it every 6 seconds for maximum compounding. And the inflation is about 30%. So the rewards really are based on how many. It's on a bonding curve as well. So how many people bond, you get a share of the pool. That's the staking part, which is amazing. And there's also a liquidity providing part, which is not native to Akash, but other networks like Osmosis and Sift Chain and Citadel. And there's a lot of these exchanges or money markets that provide liquidity for Akash and provide several services for transacting Akash. They're very attractive. Osmosis today, I think, provides anywhere up to 180% APR for Akash pairs, which is very attractive. And every 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. Every day, you get these Osmosis tokens, which is like a thing in the Cosmos community from Akash. It's very attractive. Again, there is risk. There is IL risk, right? So that's something you gotta, impermanent loss risk. That's something you gotta keep in mind. It's not riskless. Staking is a little more, safer than LPing, but the rewards are like pretty high for you to experiment, right? Again, it's not financial advice. This is something people do. Rowan, which is Sift Chain, which just launched last month, gives up to 500% APR. A little riskier than Osmosis, obviously, because it's a new chain, but they are gaining traction. They have about $50 million in TVL. With Sift Chain, you can actually use ERC20 pairs to interact or exchange with Akash tokens natively. There's no wrappers, which is very, very exciting. And Citadel and a bunch of others are offering fairly high incentives for you to consider. So there are two main options for secondary or passive income using Akash tokens. One is staking, which is about 50%, 45 to 50%. And one is LPing, which is about 180% to 500%.
Nice. So DWeb, the decentralized web, is a big thing that's coming. Do you have any involvement with Handshake, and how do you guys see your two technologies working together, if so?
Absolutely. So Akash, even though we compare ourselves to Amazon Web Services, it's not quite one-to-one comparison, because Amazon Web Services is just not running compute. It's a lot of other ancillary services one would need to be productive in a cloud-native environment, right? So, for example, an application needs DNS. DNS allows you to discover your applications using a domain name instead of people having to remember your IP address, right? So Cloudflare and those companies provide DNS services. Even Amazon Route 53 is a service within Amazon umbrella that provides a service. So you have DNS, and then you have compute. The DNS touches the compute layer, right? And then you have storage. You got to store this stuff somewhere, right? And then you probably have ancillary services that you got to use in the middle, like video streaming, or if you're doing anything, video related, or other services that you probably will use that, you can pay someone in Amazon to handle that for you. All those services Amazon provides, whereas decentralized world, all these services are being decentralized by different protocols. Akash does one thing and one thing really well, which is compute. It doesn't do storage. It doesn't do DNS. So for which we have other services like Handshake, which handles DNS,
Nice.
right? Storage, which is done by Saya, Skynet, which is my personal favorite. And then we have Arweave, which is phenomenal as well. And we're seeing quite a bit of Filecoin as well, right? And then you have services like LivePeer, which is amazing for running video and rendering, right? Then you have, other services like DVPN, which does bandwidth, right? You can actually purchase bandwidth from DVPN. You can route your packets through a private manner. So all these services that you're used to in a Web 2 world are getting decentralized in the Web 3 world. And what's beautiful about Web 3 is instead of everyone doing everything, individual networks are doing individual things, and then they're doing them really well. Now the key is interoperating them, right?
Yep.
Getting them together and giving a frictionless environment experience to developers to use them. Right now, it's a little hard to use a lot of these services in conjunction, but that's where Akash Network comes. We are leading the way in interoperability. That's why we chose Cosmos as a core platform, even though it's harder to build than Ethereum. But the foundation Cosmos allows us to be interoperable with a lot of these protocols, and we're already seeing a lot of the interoperability functions. So you see a lot of applications that use Akash for doing, let's say WordPress hosting, whereas the database, the data that sits on the WordPress actually lives on Saya, right? And compute lives on Akash, and DNS is done by Handshake, right? We have now tools like HandyHost, which enable
HandyHost, I heard about that one as well. Yep.
Exactly. So with HandyHost, you can get a Handshake and a Akash and a Saya and a DVPN nodes up and running and start earning money and contribute to this new Web3 internet, right? So we have a lot of these amazing tools that are being built by the ecosystem that are bringing all these different technologies, the DWeb technologies together. And right now you got to use different tokens to pay for all these different services, but soon with IBC, I think you just use one token, hopefully Akash, to pay for all these services, and then or any of the ecosystem tokens to pay for Akash as well. It's mutually interoperable and have this beautiful frictionless experience, which is significantly better than what you use in the cloud. Right now, using Akash is way better than using Amazon, just like apples to apples. I mean, this is the feedback we get from developers, because there's no sign up, there's no passwords, there's none of the nonsense, just a key, and you're good to go. You're very productive when you have the key. So it's very productive for power users, but soon enough, is going to be very productive for non-power users and everyday regular retail folks.
Okay. So we are running out of time, so I do want to warn my viewers that we're going to do a few community questions. So community, will you please start thinking of your questions, and I'm going to come back to them after I ask my last one. So my last question is, what are some of the most groundbreaking projects that you see being built on top of Akash or that are currently being built?
Yeah, so lots of cool stuff. There are lots of cool stuff I can go on about currently, but the stuff that gets me really exciting is what's in the future, right? So we are working with the AV, autonomous vehicle manufacturer. Early discussions, again, I can't say we're fully deep there yet, but the fact that they're looking into a very innovative way of deploying on Akash is what sparked my interest. You see, these autonomous vehicles have about 6 GPUs in them, right? And these GPUs are not being used in the night. And these are very powerful GPUs because autonomous vehicles need to instantly render what they see and make split-second decisions as to where to turn or not, right? So they're effectively data centers on wheels, very powerful computers. So when they're being charged in the night, they could offload that compute onto the Akash network and earn income while doing so and pay for themselves. And that's the kind of use cases we'll only see in a permissionless Web3 cloud. That's not possible on Web 2, right? Yeah. We're seeing use cases like that, and I hope this will come to fruition very soon that we can share who it is. The second type of people that are building, there's another network called Altea Network, which is they have a token, but the token is not out yet. But what I like about them, they're actually building tech and they're getting adoption. So they're decentralizing internet access. They're going to places where it's hard to get internet and using a multi-hop network to decentralize and give 5G level access in rural America right now, right? And they're deploying thousands of these antennas. It's already a functioning network. And they're using Akash to lower the cost because a part of internet access bill is also a cloud bill. The internet access provider actually runs on the cloud, right? So by leveraging the low cost attribute of Akash, you can pass those savings back to the users. So soon enough, projects like this is where we will see Akash being used on the back end without even knowing people you're using Akash. But everyday services like self-driving to internet access will soon be using Akash. And these are the amazing projects that are really excited about. And you'll see these come out in like maybe 2 or 3 years, and then you'll be using Akash without even knowing you're using Akash.
Nice, man. That is big news. Autonomous vehicle provider. I wonder who it is. So now my next question is from the community, and we actually got a few tips. I might have to split this with you, Greg.
Sure.
for it. Brado Jacko, he asked, please compare and contrast Akash with things like Golem.
Yes. So Golem is verifiable compute platform. So Golem, it's a whole area, right? So I'll be very specific about Golem because each protocol is very different from Akash. So Golem does machine learning only tasks, and you're required to change your entire code base to use Golem's language and Golem's framework. Whereas on Akash, the change is so minimal. Whatever you're running on Amazon, you can pretty much take the same thing and put it on Akash without any change. That's why Akash is a lot more attractive to a lot of users. That's why in terms of actual performance, we make, I think, 4 or 5 times the revenue Golem makes today on a daily basis on actual network revenue. And we launched about 6 months ago, and Golem launched about 2 years ago. Yeah. So this tells you like the kind of demand people see for generic compute. So Akash is a generic computing platform, whereas Golem is an application-specific computing platform. That means just like ASICs, where you need to completely change your chip design to support a protocol, and to use Golem, you got to completely change your entire code base to use it, right? Which is attractive if people see value in that. But for Akash, you don't. Whatever you run on Amazon, you can run. That's why it's attractive. Hope that answers the question.
Yeah, Brado Jacko, we hope that answers your question, man, and thank you for the tip. And the next paid tip is from a Truth Unveiled. Thank you for the Canadian $10. He asked, how does Akash fare against Kudos, if you know what Kudos is? Do you offer safe AMD hardware encryption, payouts in Algorand, and do you have minimum hardware requirements?
I don't know what Kudos is. I think I saw the name pop up.
Yeah, I've seen it too, but I don't know either.
We don't compare ourselves to random projects, right? Like, do they have a product? I think I last checked Kudos. I did see the website. They didn't have a functioning product. They're in ICO, and you should ask them how they compare to Akash. Like we have a live product and live users, so I don't really compare ourselves to non-live products because promises are one thing and having products and the revenue is another thing, right?
Walking the walk is different.
Yeah, and talking the talk is different. Exactly. Yeah.
So do you offer safe AMD hardware encryption, and do you have minimum hardware requirements?
No, there is no AMD. I mean, you got to bring your own encryption. Akash is a generic platform. We don't dictate what encryption you got to use. Akash provides primitives for encryption at rest and encryption at transit, right? So it doesn't do encryption at runtime. And so your application had to account for that level of design.
Okay. And do you have minimum hardware requirements?
Minimum, I believe, is about a gigabyte of memory. I mean, I've seen even smaller. The Akash model is to not have minimums, not have any limits per se, unbounded model, right? So, but the minimum is whatever your computer can run, I think, right? We normally see 1 gigabyte as a minimum. Okay. For using Akash, on the other side, this is for providing compute. For using, there is no minimum. We see 128 megabyte applications running on Akash. Even 64 megabytes we saw recently running on Akash. So Akash is very versatile in terms of going very efficient when it comes to resource consumption. That's what makes one of the beautiful things about Akash and Amazon is like you can't do that in Amazon. You can't go granular like 64 megabytes, right? So Akash focuses on heavy distribution. That means reducing your in-cluster resources as much as possible so you can distribute it heavily.
Okay, nice. That's awesome. Well, Greg, I think that is, the interview for us. I really appreciate you coming on the stream and answering questions from me and from my community, and I'm sure they appreciate it as well. So, Greg, good luck with the project, and I can't wait to see what's developed on Akash, maybe BC Leaks.
Thank you so much, Tyler. This was so much fun.
Yeah, man. Have a good rest of your day. Cheers, man. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the interview. I hope so. But I got even better alpha. I like to, hide the alpha at the end of the stream. So if people clicked out because of an interview, tisk. Interviews are actually some of the best way to learn in cryptocurrency. So I definitely think you should have stayed around. And I appreciate all your guys' tips too in questions. When Chico coin on XCAD? Well, maybe BC Leaks is going to be using Akash. I mean, I don't know if we're going to develop necessarily on the main Akash chain. I mean, our website will be developed, but... And Bebop Phantom, hey Chico, when do I predict a real breakout of Energy Web token? Like in the top 50 or top 30? I mean, I hope so this run. Especially with some of the news that could be coming very soon. Oh, I forgot to do this. Dang it. I had a gift for Greg. Dang it. Oh, man. I should have put that. So we, one of the guys who's helping build BC Leaks gifted him the Ether domain from Handshake. Oh, Greg, I'm sorry, man. If you'll rewatch the stream, which I'm sure you will, just to see how you do, XN-Hunter, aka Taylor, he gifted you the Ether domain on Handshake. So now getting back to a token. This is a big one, you guys. So like I was saying before the interview, that there is big stuff coming on Copper from Alchemist Coin. They've had 2 recent fair launches that have exploded, Climbadal going from $46 to over $1,000 as of right now, and then Grow going from about $4 to over $22 as of right now. Massive returns on those, no doubt about that. Why am I such a worthless trash can? Why is someone watching a person they think is a worthless trash can? I do not watch people I don't like. You are weird. Anti-Bland. Hey Tyler, I've heard a bunch of hype about Go mining, cloud mining BTC via GMT staking. Would love your opinion here. Wait to ask me that question very end of the stream, you guys. I'm pretty close to getting through my regular content, and then I will take altcoin questions from all you guys at the very end. I appreciate your tip, but that's just the rule. Hey, Pero Loco, how you doing, bro? I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you so much for the tip. Luku, hey Tyler, nice interview. Would you also be willing to do an interview with Origin Track founders? Personally, I do like doing interviews live in person. I mean, over the camera is great and all, and I like to do them in live streams so I can get the community involved. But yeah, hit me up and we maybe can set something up. I would love to do it in person, personally. Kaizao, hey Chico, what do I think of NagaCoin as a potential gem? Leading Europeans trading platform, 350 employees, 60 million in revenue, main sponsors Sevilla FC, Peter Thiel invested. Kaizao, sounds interesting, like some good backing, but again, just like I said earlier, I take tips for altcoins very end of the stream. I don't want to bog down regular content with just answering altcoin questions. Hey, thanks for the second tip, Pero Loco. It's going great. Thank you so much. Hey, Sprite Monkey, also, thank you for your $5 tip, man. I appreciate that. So, let me get back to this. And the next Fair Copper launch coming, you guys. Be prepared, because this one's probably going to be even bigger than Climate and Grow, in my opinion, because it's doing something that the crypto space needs, and they have an extremely big revenue model. And I've talked about this before. May of 2021, they announced that, they were partnering together. Pocket and Copper were partnering for a fair launch on their platform, the POKT network. So what is Pocket? It's basically infrastructure the right way. Basically all applications, they connect on Ethereum and all other blockchains to one service provider, and that is Infura. And actually, Infura went down about 6 months ago, and all these applications went down. And as that happened, a ton of projects went to Pocket. They created a Pocket node because, you can't have that happen. And Infura, it's not the only time it's gonna happen, you guys. Infura will go down. And basically, Infura is a way to connect, blockchains to, hey, get out of here, to data that's needed, API requests. So, Infura, of course, is from Consensus, but it is a truly centralized service, you guys. If Infura goes down, all these applications go down. But not the Pocket Network, you guys. Pocket Network is doing the same thing that Infura is doing. It's a decentralized Infura, but it's run by a network of nodes. So if one goes down, the whole network doesn't go down. And Michael O'Rourke has tweeted, in the last 180 days, Pocket Network growth is going insane. Actually, this first big spike right here is when, not Infura, was that when Infura went down? I think that might have been when Infura went down. And it's only been exploding ever since, you guys. It's pushing up towards 50 million relays per day. And I think they've done over 2.4 billion plus relays since launch. So 50 million in a day, they're going to be doing over 10 billion, eventually, a trillion relays total. They're not even going to track total relays here soon. They're just going to be tracking per day. So it has an amazing economic model, you guys. You know, it's a circular model. Pocket adds more relays. That means more rewards for the Pocket nodes. That means more people run the nodes, which equals greater Pocket demand, and that equals more revenue for the nodes, which means more relays added. As the network grows and things like Infura going down, the centralized aspects showing themselves, Pocket is only going to explode. So you could wait, you know, for the liquidity event to happen, because as of Pocket's not trading right now, but Pocket tokens are actually out. And to run a node, you know, to actually earn Pocket Network, or to earn Pocket tokens, you do have to have a minimum stake of 15,005 Pockets. So this Alex Ferrami tweeted that you need 15,005, and for current OTC info, he posted on forum.pocket.network there is an OTC market. So you guys, if you're gonna go and, you know, try to run a node or get some Pocket tokens, I would be aware, you know, OTC is dangerous. This is not financial advice whatsoever. None of this is. But there is a way to get some Pocket if you want to run a node and start earning some of their tokens, which I'm going to try to learn to do. Would you guys like that type of content? You know, me going through, showing how to set up a Pocket node? I haven't done a too technical video like that in a long time. Would you like that? Is the question. Hey, Sprite Money. Great interview with Akash CEO. I love Akash. Please host blockchain leaks on the Akash network. You can host regular websites on it. Like I said, it's possible. It's pretty possible. DJ Johnson, thank you so much for the $20 tip, man. Much love. When the crypto winter comes in December, January, etc., you'd mentioned you'd be selling 75% of your portfolio. What tokens are you keeping? UWT, MIST, OHM, Clima, UBT, others. Better question is, what will you be downsizing? I'll be downsizing, of course, you know, the coins I like the least. So if the coins are in my top 10, I'm probably going to be holding those ones versus the ones that aren't, you know. Definitely going to be holding on to my Bitcoin. And probably a majority of my Ethereum, and just stake them, you know. But I, of course, Energy Web, Mist, those ones are up there. Hey, Larry Bird, man, thank you so much for the tip. Much love from the NYC. Win interview with Bruno Skyvork. I don't know. Tell him to hit me up. thechicocrypto@gmail.com. Again, I like to do in-person interviews, personally. I think those are better than, you know, being on a webcam, but, I mean, I will do a webcam one once in a while. Tell them to hit me up. Sayed Ali, dear Chico, I'll be the biggest fan, you never lose. Sincerely, Stan. P.S. We should be together, too. What type of together, Syed? Oh, man. You like me? Oh, sincerely Stan. Oh, I get it now. I'm in him. Oh, that's funny. I was like, what are you talking about, man? Yeah, I still hold my bow. Still think there are connections with sushi, so I'm holding on to that. Appreciate the tip, Mike boy. Boy? So Pocket is going to be massive, you guys, and like I said, you can run a node. They have the documentation on docs.pokt.network and Node Runner, and they go through it. But again, you got to be not the most technical person, but you got to have a little bit of command line, it looks like, knowledge. A little bit more difficult than other things I've done, but I think I could do it. Might just take me a day or so. But now let's get into a little NFT alpha, you guys. So, geometric forms. These just launched. The mint went down a day or two ago. But I think these are going to be big. Oh, some more volume coming through, too. People are catching on. So what are geometric forms? Well, if you go to their website, It says, owning a form will grant you access to a monthly art raffle, airdropping from geometric curated collections, and minters who hold until 2022 are eligible to claim a high-quality, physically framed art print outmailed for free. So, who is behind this, you guys? Well, it is... Oh, well, before we get into who's behind it, they actually did their first airdrop here just yesterday. And the first airdrop was for a generative mask from Takawushinsky. And those are actually going, the giveaway they get, the one they gave away is going for, I think, over an ETH right now. So definitely, you know, just by holding these, it's possible to just get free NFT drops, which are worth some money, which is awesome news. But behind this is Samuel Reed. Sam Reed of Geometric Energy Corporation. And I think there may be connections here. So, just October 1st, you know, this was same week, you guys. I mean, a little bit over 7 days that Geometric Forms came out, and then they did the airdrop. And then just before this, October 1st, Samuel Reed tweeted, Geometric Energy is proud to acquire a partial stake of Starry Night Capital on October 1st, the 2021 launch. Thank you, Kyle D116, and Zusu for accepting our investment, and especially Vince Van Doe for drawing us in. Zusu and Kyle are the co-founders of 3AC, which is Three Arrows Capital, a large crypto VC firm who really started getting into the NFT space with 3AC. But now they've created an NFT focused, you know, that's all they do, VC firm, and that's Starry Night. And Samuel Reed is in on it, you guys. And if you know who Vince Van Doe is probably one of the biggest NFT guys in the space. So having these names all there is big frickin' news. And now we're, to altcoin questions. We are finally to those questions for all of you. Let's answer them. Let me get that behind me. Hey, looking good, Tyler. I hope all of you guys are excited for me to answer your questions. And remember, you guys, none of this is financial advice. I'm just going to tell you if it's my personal thoughts. Hi, Tyler. Sending you the best wishes from the UK. One of your female viewers. Hey, Crypto Kitten. Meow. P.S. Yes to a node video. I like it. I might have to do it. It'll force me to do it, too. I mean, I can fit something into my work, you know, that I want to do. Because after I get done researching and writing a script, you know, if I wasn't going to do a video on it, I probably wouldn't get to doing it because I'm just, like, tired and my brain's burnt out on crypto. So, yeah, I probably will. 12 Sue Dog. Hey, Chico, life is good. Do Crucible holders benefit from copper launches? I think so. I'm pretty dang sure, but I'm not 100% on that, 12 Sue Dog. Yeah, they do. They gotta. All Alchemist products benefit Crucible holders. Joe Scaly, hey, thanks for the $5 tip, or Scully. I appreciate that. And he's a gamer. Hoorah to that. Bitcoin Jake, bro, you should really check out Dandy Dragons NFT. They are one of the first 10K generated on NFT Lake on BSC. I'm not a Binance Chain fan, personally. Sorry, man. They plan gaming and staking, too. I mean, Binance Chain is just known for pump and dumps. So now that NFTs are starting to launch on Binance, it's just they're trying to do what they did with Ethereum. Copy projects, pump and dump. But, I mean, you can make some money because there is a pump. Don't hate on you for that, but I don't want to get involved with quick pump and dumps. Tom, with the recent explosion of popularity for Moonbeam, what is your outlook for Edgeware? And yes, can you please do a pocket node setup video? Tom, thank you for the suggestion on the node video. I will. I still hold my Edgeware, all of them, and again, it's one of my favorite on there. Have a nice little pumper here recently. Oh. But I do like Moon River too. I hold some Moon River as right now, and I hold some Edgeware, you know. I probably should have staked more KSM. But you live, you learn. Taking notes. Is staking live on ClimateDAO? Can you stake on... No, it's not. It will probably be live the 18th of October. Joe Scaly. Hey, Tyler, what do I think of Lisk? It's its own blockchain ecosystem. It's going to be really hard to compete with Ethereum and the others right now. They're just falling behind. Personally, I would go with others. They were much hyped in 2017, but not anymore. Will we see an increase in Mistcoin utility? There is already a lot of utility with Mistcoin. I don't know what else you want more from it, Green Beats. Can you look into Kai? Cardia Chain. Cardia Chain. They're their own chain too? It's interoperable. The mainnet's launched, that's good. When did it get launched? What'd they say? Didn't say the date. Not too many applications. I mean, if they just launched, then that would be okay. But if they've launched for a while, that's not that great at all. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, the interoperability, I'd have to look into how it works. But competing with the likes of Polkadot, Cosmos is going to be extremely difficult, in my opinion. Hey, Michael Mendez, retracted your message. What happened, man? My thoughts on Dollar Cake. They just finished their beta testing, so not on CoinGecko, but they can be found on Twitter. Oh yeah, and this guy. I was looking for yours, but I don't see it. About the airdrop. It's for your... Think honey for YouTubers. I mean, if it's a way to, you know, increase value for YouTubers, that's cool. Interesting. All done on XDAI too? Ooh, and Amir's tweeting it? Nice. Oh, this isn't the Amir. Or is it? This isn't the mirror I'm thinking of. Or it might be, I don't know. Has Batman photo. He used to not have a Batman photo. I think the other Amir was spelled A-M-I-R too. But he's part of Raid Guild. It looks interesting. And if I can utilize it, I'd be pumped. Hey, Sprite Money, your live streams are always amazing. Thank you, man. And this was one of my favorites. Thank you so much. Please make a POC technical video. You're the best, Chico, AKT. I probably will, man. I mean, because everyone can use Pocket Network. I mean, and multiple blockchains are too. Of course, Ethereum, Polygon's implemented, Solana, Avalanche, basically everyone. Embedder Virus, thanks for the $10, man. Hey Chico, any upcoming remark videos? Hope you're doing well, my Omi. Not as of right now. Like I say, I don't plan my content. Like, I don't even plan what's coming on Monday. Actually, I did start writing my Monday video on Friday. I sometimes do that. And, yeah, it wouldn't make sense in that video. So, yeah, no plans as of right now, but possibly here soon. Remark is probably the best. Not probably. It is the best NFT project on Kusama, Polkadot ecosystem right now, because it's a project for NFT Lego blocks. So, bullish. Joel Garcia, the Poyos crew is checking in again. Heck yeah, man. What's up, Poyos crew? Hope you're doing well. Look forward to treeing. Me too. I'm excited. It's gonna be so freaking insane. Anti-blend. Oops. Tip too soon. So here I go again. I have heard a bunch about Go mining, cloud mining BTC via the GMT staking, but would love your opinion here. Ugh. Well, there's many GMTs. Go mining. I think that's one probably. Not ranked, no token supply. I mean, mining token that. Singapore. I mean, I know this makes Bitcoin accessible to people, but again, if I was going to get involved, I would probably just do it myself. That's the safest way. I mean, cloud mining, there's been a lot of projects around cloud mining that are not transparent. They end up going away. I'm not saying this one is going to, but it's been a common theme in the cloud mining industry. So I would be aware, personally. I'd have to look into this one, who they are, what they do, who's behind them. I can't find much information regarding that, which is not the best. It just, there's no team page, no investors. Ooh, thoughts on Toke. I was actually looking at it last night. Not to dump a bunch of money into or anything, so don't you go pumping it up. But I was looking into Ohm with Tokimaki. I want Ohm to become a Oh, did it become a reactor? No. Need some more votes. I want Ohm to be a reactor. They got a good amount of TVL for their market cap, too. I think the market cap is 200... Or actually, it's pretty close. 392. But I would like some Ohm integration, no doubt about that. Hi, Tyler. Which space token is the best? You got to get all of them. It depends on what you want to do. I mean, I think Z might be... I don't know. This is just speculation by me, but I think Z might be eventually like a governance staking token, but that's just my own speculation. So, I mean, Z probably, but as of right now, you need all of them if you want to display anything on the CubeSat. So it's not really, it's hard to say which one's the best because their utility all has a different part that comes together to work as one. ASL? 33, male. Chico, California filled. Oh man, I haven't heard ASL in a long time. BBQ fan Justin, you like barbecue? Me too. What are your thoughts about the Book of Alchemist? Do you think it's going to have special functions for the Alchemist project benefits? Possibly. I mean, it was one of the first NFT launches, and Cybertooth does seem pretty involved with Alchemist community. So, I mean, I could foresee it. No doubt about it, man. Appreciate your tip. Adam O'Brien, Twitter. I can't copy that. Dude, I'm reading off this. Twitter, 0xCyphus, status 144811157. Here's link of Zero's tweet about VCs trying to farm Optimism and Arbitrum. I guess I hate going to specific links. Yeah, right. You didn't give me the whole link, bro. I mean, it's just speculation. He's just looking at wallets, and a bunch of them are doing that much. I mean, it's possible. Yeah, that's VC's doing it. That's why I did 1 ETH, you know? I might as well do it all. Hopefully you get required for it. Rodrigo Noguera. Hey, Chico, any thoughts on Encryption Finance, created by some of the OGs of Olympus DAO? They were trying to leverage the Olympus Protocol 9.9. I mean, it's probably just community members. I wouldn't say OGs. Encryption Finance. I'm not gonna connect my wallet. I hate when that's the only thing. They need to better design is what I gotta say. Because they have an explainer. No one wants to just go there and connect their wallet automatically. Yeah, it looks like they're using Olympus DAO. I would guess they're just Olympus DAO. September 6th. I mean, I may have to look into it to see how deep the connections go and if they really are, but I can't make that call right now. But I would guess they're just community members. I mean, the OGs of Olympus DAO better not be just going off to different projects. They better be staying with the protocol. Am I bullish on Spell? Thanks so much, Chico. Hope you have a great weekend. Hope you do too, Vin124. I haven't looked into Spell deep yet. I have seen some connections and everything, and people have told me. But isn't there like an MIM too? Stop flickering. Oh, nice. 5 chains, that's not bad. Oh, Magic Internet money pushed up into the top 100. Huh, maybe I might have to look at this. Interesting. Maybe here soon. Appreciate your tip, Vin124. Hey, Tyler, what about the game token from GameStarter and their Game Dark Frontiers? Haven't heard of it yet. Oops, why am I going to Twitter? There's lots of game tokens. GameStarter. When they launch. They need to get their circulating supply updated on CoinGecko. That's all I gotta say. But not the worst chart I've seen. Let's go look at volume and everything. Thin volume. Thin volume. Initial game offerings. Funding for indie game development. That's not a bad idea, actually. I'd have to look deeper into it. Stop doing that, man. I'd have to look deeper, man. But it's not a bad idea. The chart... Oh, I thought it was... They got some VCs behind them. So yeah, maybe this might be a decent one. Funding for indie games is a great idea. And a great way to get, you know, non-blockchain game developers into the blockchain space. Tyler, what do you think about... This light's about to bust. I'm going to turn on the other one. Tyler, what do I think about Remark? Do I hold any? As of right now, no, because I got beat to the punch. I covered it. Some person hinted in a live stream that I was going to be talking about it, or not that I was going to be talking about it, that I was eyeing it, and then it pumped like mad. So no, I didn't buy any because it went freaking crazy. I'm waiting for a cooldown. But I talked about it earlier. I think it's going to be a dominant NFT player in the Kusama Polkadot ecosystem. Yo, Chico, Alessio, back at it. Oh, what is going on here? Sorry, guys. My light is flickering around. I'm just going to have to deal with it. I don't know. That thing might be going out. Gonna have to get a new light, or you guys are going to deal with the flicker. Sorry. Alessio's back at it again. Did you do your homework and look into QFi? Their multi-swap is coming soon. No. I mean, you guys, I put out 6 pieces of content a day. When I get done with my content, I'm usually burnt. So if I'm not researching it that day, you know, I'm fortunate. And again, I don't plan my content. QFi is on my radar. Yeah, this thing just went out totally. Oh. I look so dark now. That's a bummer. Or did Hank... It's Hank! Hold on, you guys. He's over by the plug. 1 second. Hank! You sucker! Hank! Stop. Get away from that. Don't chew on that. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Dang you, Hanker Panker. Come on, Hank. Come here. Come on, Hank. Come on, say hi. Come on. Hey! It's Papa Hank. Papa Hank. He likes to ruin my live streams. He's such a good boy. I'm gonna miss him when I go to Portugal. I wish he could come. Hey, say hi. Such a good pooch. Frickin' Hank. So no, QFi, it's on my radar, you guys. I just haven't had time. There's a lot of good information this week. Bitcoin, you know, was doing its thing, so I had to talk about Bitcoin. Mist stuff came out. Morpheus. I mean, here soon. I'm trying. Chico, Jack from Quebec, Canada here. What's up, Canadian brethren? Anything new on Remark? No, you guys, I haven't even bought myself yet, so waiting for a cooldown, and it's having a little bit of one, so maybe here soon. Then 124, if I had to choose between Avalanche and Phantom, which one do I like more? Thanks for the awesome live stream. Good question. Avalanche, chain link connections, there's no doubt. Avalanche. Phantom's just having their pump right now. Frickin' thing skipped all your tips. I hope it didn't skip all of them. Oh, okay, no it didn't skip them. I can pull this back up. Any thoughts about doing more DeFi type content? Yield farming, liquidity pools, staking, borrowing, lending, abracadabra money, spell, urine curve. I'm sure the fans would enjoy. They do enjoy, but I gotta package it correct. It's hard to figure out a good way to package that kind of stuff. I do it on occasion. And I used to do a lot more tutorials and stuff, but of course the views don't do as good as just telling people, you know, buy this coin. People like my research and connecting the dots, so I've noticed that. I mean, I do this YouTube channel, I notice the trends, what does better, what doesn't, and when I make good research connecting the dots, that's what people want, and they keep watching, so maybe here soon. I just had to package it right. Appreciate your tip, DJ Johnson. Just Jason. Hey, Chico, what have you heard about the Near protocol? I know you're an Ethereum fanboy, but Near looks like Ethereum 2.0 before the real thing, and Near has big VC backers. If it was Ethereum 2.0 before the real thing, we would see a lot more built on Near. There's barely anything built on Near, so no, it's not. Ethereum 2.0 is Ethereum 2.0. Near is, what I understand, a second layer on top of Ethereum. I personally am more of a fan of some other layers out there. Some roll-ups, and then the ZK roll-ups especially. Matthew Spalding. Tyler, was a pleasure meeting you with my wife a few weeks ago. Of course, man. You're awesome. I have a .eth domain I want to give you. I'll be in Theta TV for a while. Can you check out Revolution Popoli? RVP. I've heard of that one. I think. Not in a long time. Or is this the one with that crazy website? Yep. I mean, I haven't looked into this one, but again, I just get the, I mean, it's a layer 1 and everything. I get the feeling that this is just like a copy of Charles Hoskinson. They tried to get, you know, a super smart looking guy to be our visionary, and they even call him the chief visionary officer. I don't know, but I'd have to look into it. I haven't looked into it yet, but that's just the feeling I'm getting from this. And of course, you know, a test net is just a test. I like me a main net and a clear roadmap of when that main net's coming. Don't see a roadmap either. Yeah, no, it was great meeting you too, man. And I will be in Theta for a little bit. How long have I been streaming for? I think I started at 10:30. Dynamo LED displays. What's up, man? Hey, Chico, thoughts on Grow Protocol? Incredible APY and pools for stablecoins and TVL over 150 million, only a week old. Yeah, Grow looks good. I talked about it a little bit earlier. I mean, I didn't dive deep, but I've looked. Where is it? Must have clicked off it. But yeah, I was in here. There we go. It's been pumping like mad. It's been doing well. And it has big backers. And yeah, I looked at the APYs and they were solid. Looks good, man. I'm excited. Copper and Alchemist are kicking Batootie. Vito Lewis. Hey, Chico, appreciate your work, man. Especially want to say I know it's tough to be vulnerable and it takes a lot of courage. Thank you, man. Wanted to ask offhand, where do I see UBT going this bull run if it tops? I mean, I'm not a big price predictor, you guys. It's hard to predict an exact price, except for Bitcoin. Altcoins are so much more volatile, so much more, I don't know, temperamental. It's going to do well, just like all coins will do well this bull run. I mean, easily, if they're able to get out everything they promised by Q1 of 2022 and the bull run's going still, they're going to do extremely well. $10 Unibright is not out of the question. Or more. I know you're not a big on Ohm Forks, but there's one called Fuego DAO. Oh, another one. I noticed in their Discord someone claiming to be from Reves and they wanted to do a strategic partnership. That's cool, but again, I'm not a big fan of Ohm Forks. At all. At all. Another one. Jeez, how many people are going to fork Ohm? I mean, if they don't have connections directly to Ohm, like some of these other projects, I personally would stay away. Like Climate DAO has direct connections to Ohm. Ohm is, helping them. Crypto Wife. Oh, Taylor Harris. Before Crypto Wife. Thank you so much for the tip, man. Hey, Tyler. Love the show and content. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Have you seen the entities.eth NFT multi-passes on entities.wtf? Thoughts? I don't go out to links, Crypto Wife. I'm sorry. I know you're probably not trying to do this, but someone could be leading me to a picture of a big old dong, and then I get reported on YouTube and they take my channel down. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. Links, I just do not go out to. It's a rule. It's just like I don't answer questions about altcoins in the middle of the stream. But I don't want to get big old donger across the screen. Tahoe Guy, hey Chico, have you previously mentioned that you're bullish on Oasis Rose, but aren't they an Ethereum competitor? No, they're not an Ethereum competitor. Can you please quickly explain why you're bullish on Oasis? The reason I was bullish on Oasis because of the connections they had. They had some deep connections to some big players. I made a video on it probably like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. If you search Chico Crypto Oasis, it will come up. I think, I hope. Yeah, 2 months ago. Yeah, they're connected to Google, and there's maybe some connections to Goldman's as well. Whoa, Craig Dis, thank you so much for the Australian 50, man. Very generous. Get out of here. Ads. Hey, Tyler, a little alpha for you and the Chico Army. Backed protocol. It's not on CoinGecko as it's still in the testnet. Mainnet launch very soon. Check it out on your own time, brother. Look after yourself, brother. We love you. I love you too, Craig Dis. Thank you so much, man. Backed protocol. Testnet with a mainnet launch soon. That's good that... You're called Back Network? Protocol. I'm not finding it on here. They got to get their socials up before that happens. That's all I got to say. Yeah, I'll do some research here after this and see what I can find. Appreciate the tip and the tip, brother. Hey, Chico, my friend. What do I think about DAG? Constellation, it has some big connections, too, just like Oasis. Man, they have been on the downslide, though. They got pumped and then dumped. Might be a good buy zone there. We saw a little resistance. We see it starting to pick up right there. That's my Tyler analysis for you for the day. Just look at charts really quickly. No, I mean, Constellation has connections to Air Force, some government stuff, and probably some others. But DAGs are DAGs. DAGs, I don't know how decentralized they are, personally. General Collins, thanks, Chico. No problem, man. Thoughts on CTX? Cryptex. Had a gnarly dump here recently. Someone got out. Might have thin liquidity. Not the thinnest I've seen. Gemini added them, which is interesting. Oh, yeah, this is that. I mean, this one interested me because it's the total market cap, you know, of crypto protocol tokens, so you can invest of all of crypto. I mean, this would be great for the noobs. But if they're trying to market to the noobs, you know, to make it easier, yeah, I wonder who their target market is. You got to figure that out, you know. Who is your target market? Because if they're trying to go after the noobs to make an easy way to invest in all of crypto without having to research, this isn't a noob website, you know. This is more of a DeFi guy. But they have some big names, Preston Loon on Van Loon, Looney Tunes. Let me get that AIM cutie. Same age, sup from Davis. Yo, what's up, man? Peep loop for me. DEX and decentralized content, social media, staking, and content rewards. Loop, I'm not finding it, my friend. Loop. Loop Finance? So it's just a DEX and a tokenized community? Yeah. Going after NFTs. I mean, I don't get why projects launch their own NFT marketplaces. Like, every project tried to do this, and I was just like, what? You're not even doing NFTs. What are you doing? They're on Terra. Oops. Creating great content. Where do you create great content? Okay. Well, it's pretty active. Hopefully those aren't all bots. Looks kind of interesting. But they're almost a competitor to me, so get out of here. My blockchain leaks. I'm kidding, man. Thank you for the tip, Phildo. Jason Hoffman, Luxo, baby. Please interview Fabian if you can. I would love to interview Fabian. In person, though. No video. It would only have to be in person, because we would create some beautiful meme magic together. Beautiful magic. He has a magic wand now, and he actually, I think he practices real magic. M-A-G-I-C-K. Any speculation of the geometric forms NFT? I speculated that there might be some connections to Starry Night Capital, Tyler Wiseman. That's not confirmed, and eventually you could see some of these big NFT artists being one of the raffles that, you know, get dropped to holders. Hey Chico, what about Visor Finance? What do you think about the project and their different recent partnerships? They're just a copier of Alchemist Coin. I mean, I've talked about Visor before. They forked their code. They've fallen off the map. They used to be ranked higher than Alchemist Coin. And they were trying to put out content that they're better than Alchemist and everything. Nuh-uh. Not no mo. So, not a big fan personally, man. Appreciate your tip, Clarice Ducklow, but yeah, don't try to step on my alchemy toes. That's all I gotta say. And 30 euros, that's very generous of you. Kai Zhao, again, man, thank you for the Singapore dollar. 20. Hey Chico, Regnaga coin. ICO was in 2017, a bear market came, but they kept growing. Now at 60 million revenue and integrating coin utility on their platform. Great revival play. Sevilla sponsor and Peter Thiel Capital. Regnaga coin? This one? Appreciate your tip, man. Oh, yeah, there they are. They're a sponsor. Yeah. I'm just saying from the website, some stock images. Not the biggest copy trade. And stepping on the toes of some regulators. I mean, I revival play, I'm looking for, I mean, let's see how bad the dip was. Yeah, I don't know, man. This could be just their last hurrah. I'd say just be totally aware, you know, don't get too bullish or anything. Let's see how much the volume. Oh, yeah. This is just their last hurrah. Jesus, that's some thin liquidity. Yeah, I'd stay away, personally. Sorry, man. Not letting me go down. Oh, cute doggo. Thank you for that. There we go. Whoa. Lots of tips. Holy machonis. Any thoughts on Cello or Front? Cello has big backing. And they're one of the first, or the second, actually the first was Filecoin. Cello got added second, that implemented Coinbase Rosetta. Crypto made for mobile. Yeah, they have big backers. Jack Dorsey, A16, the Coinbase. This will probably do well. What's Jack Dorsey, though, backing Cello? If he's a Bitcoin maxi. He's not a Bitcoin maxi. Now, it looks good. Probably going to do well and eventually pump into the top 100. Oh, it is already in the top 100. Maybe... Yeah, it's pretty fairly valued, I'd say, right now, actually. I thought it was out of the top 100. Ivanov, what's up, brother? Hey, Chico, this is from my friend Dobromir. He still can't find the button for tips, so this is from him, and his thanks for the work you do. Hey, Dobromir, thank you so much. I like that name, too. That's an awesome name. Appreciate it, man. Keep watching. The Chico Alpha is only going to continue, and it's going to be coming from Portugal. That's going to be exciting. Probably actually going to a little alpha for the Chico channel. So if you guys remember my Miami days, I'll pull up a video from that. It's been a while since I've been in Miami. This is going to take me a little bit of scrolling to do. I can remember when it came back. It's at least 2. I gotta go 2 years. Oh, I clicked on a live stream. Ha!
So this will track my heart rate variability. It'll track my sleep. I literally just put it on my mattress.
Come on. I used to shoot out in the streets of Miami. So I'm going to be shooting once again out on the streets of Portugal, hopefully. It's going to be fun. So yeah, Ivalo and Ivanov and Dobromir, get ready for some killer content. Unique content that no other YouTuber can do. And that's very generous, man. $200, you just made my day. All you guys are making my day, but Dobromir especially is making my day, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Chico, I recommend you come to Puerto Rico to relax a bit. What do you think of fixed rate protocol Hi-Fi Finance, MFT? I like that Hi-Fi acquired Sablier. I covered it once because they covered that. They acquired that because Sablier, whatever, how do you pronounce it, is an awesome idea. But streaming, I can't. I'm probably going to utilize this to pay some of my employees here soon. It's a great way. But I haven't looked into the other things of Hi-Fi. Ooh. Oh, I thought there was another way to stream. I was like, what? I'd like to see the streaming integrated into their other products. That would get me bullish, which I'm sure that's on the roadmap. And Puerto Rico, I'd love to come visit it. A lot of people are going there for the tax benefits, you know, U.S., don't want to pay taxes. But I've heard, you know, I don't know. It depends on probably where you're located at. And I bet it's a lot better now that a lot of crypto people. When I first heard about it was when crypto people first started going over there and there wasn't much people. One of my buddies did it and he's like, I was so bored and lonely. But I bet it's better now. I think you should do some research into Trezor DAO and talk about it if you like. Fill your bags first, laugh out loud. I bought you Toke at 8. This is next. Most coins pump in a bull market, so Trezor DAO. But I'll take a look. Perpetual pools. That's pretty, I think someone covered this once, and I did say this is interesting, and I was looking at it. I was going to look at it, because I haven't looked at it. The Laos behind it, okay. Yeah, no, I might have to look at this one. It's on my radar. What's their rank at? Oh, no rank yet. How long have they been out at? Tell CoinGecko to... not that long. Gotta have thin liquidity, though. Yeah. That's some thin liquidity. I'll take a look. It's on my radar. Appreciate your tip, Rosemont. Vin124, hey Chico, no question here. Just send in some love and gratitude to the best YouTuber in the game. Thank you so much for that. So many early calls, it's too many to count. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Have fun in Portugal. I will. It's going to be a great time. Appreciate the tip, man. And that's multiple tips from you, Vin. You're the man. Bartaya Paiva, thank you for the $5. That's very generous of you, too. Remark Chico MRK. That's the message. I'm eyeing it. It's having its pullback, maybe here soon. Malachi Ashley. Chico, you've made me so much money over the years. Chainlink was huge for me. Keep it up. That stinky link's gonna break out. It's one of the late bloomers in bull markets, but when it goes, and people all start talking about it. It's all you see on Reddit, cryptocurrency. All the YouTubers are making stanky link videos, and then when it goes, they never make a video again. But I keep continuing. Me magic. Hoorah. Tyler, have I seen the new Revest new roadmap and partnership? Yeah, they're dropping partners every day, so I don't even know who the new partner is, but their roadmap, I've checked that out. Because not people, oh, nice. Oh, dang it. Is it not on their website? Must be on Twitter. And they're hinting some big stuff too here lately regarding the Doge 1 launch. Like I predicted, they're involved from the Point Blank LLC retweeting the crap out of them. Moon. And then they put out their roadmap. Oh yeah, it was on Medium. And look at that right there in Q1 2022, which is the launch of Doge 1. A little dot right there. Moon. 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 PK, thank you for the tip, man. You're not into NFTs, but you like animals. Ever heard of Koala Intelligence Agency? They save real-life koalas through foundations worldwide. Koala Intelligence Agency. And they're launched a crypto for this. Is it not a crypto? They launched a crypto for this. My freaking lord. I can't believe this. NFTs to save koalas. Great. We need to save them dang koalas, but I just don't know why. Well, I guess NFTs allow that, but I mean, they're just making on the back off of. Why don't they just start like a foundation for people to donate to? I guess NFTs make it funner. Let's see how much their floor ski is. Button don't. Might just be my computer. Floor price. See where their volumes died out since the launch. Still getting some sales though. Who's saving the koalas is my question. Are they just donating to a like foundation, or are they actually going to save koalas? Who is it? Because if this is a DAO, who are the koala savers? You got to question, you guys. You got to question, you know. Oh, through foundations. Okay, that was, you answered my own question. I don't know. It's just I don't really see why NFTs were made per se, besides money. Larry Bird, you coming to NFT NYC? I might be in Portugal still. So maybe, maybe not. I would love to go because it's going to be a big conference. But I might still be in Portugal. I'm not sure. Thanks for the tip and question, man. Academy, check Starcoin token on Twitter. It's launching on the 18th. First crypto-backed record label contract. Also, how do you see SPI doing long term? I'm not seeing. And there's some different star coins. I'm going. I don't think this is the one. Oh, is it? Record label? I don't think this is it. Star coins. Star coin. I'm not finding it. SPI you said was this symbol? Oops. I'm not finding it. I'm sorry. Sounds interesting, but maybe it's not launched yet. Appreciate your tip, Academy. Whoa, RD, man. Thank you so much. $100. Cheers, mate. Hey, Chico, wishing you well. Thank you. Was wondering what are your thoughts on Zoracles and FNF. What your thoughts on Zoracles and FNFTs are. They're partnered with Vest and just launched a marketplace on unibond.org. Rest up, my guy. Enjoy Portugal. I don't know the exact connection. I need to look in, and maybe I could ask the team. Rob is actually the founder of Revest, is in my chat, so that's from time to time. You could ask him if he's in there. I need to look deeper into this, because I thought it was a competitor to Chainlink, but it doesn't look like it. I'll take a look. It's been on my radar, because people have been telling me to look at it many times, and also the partnership with Revest just gives them, you know, a little bit more legitimacy, in my opinion. Appreciate the tip, RD. Very generous tip at that. And I'm a little bit more bullish on, you know, Revest personally. But I'd have to figure out what... Oh, you said they launched on Unibond? Oops. Financial NFT marketplace. Well, there are probably some pretty big connections, because the goal with Revest is actually to get their FNFTs, you know, financial NFTs, and derivatives are one of their big plays, so I'll have to take a look. Appreciate the tip, RD. Check out Track lately. Recently, we're at the EU Blockchain Summit with Ken McElroy from Home Depot, who said it's been great partnering with them. Bullish. That is bullish. I do hold Track. I haven't dived in here lately. I mean, the two supply chain coins I hold are Origin Trail and Morpheus Network. And I guess you could put Unibright in there, but it's not necessarily. Unibright doesn't focus exclusively on supply chain. But I am bullish on Origin Trail. And they just came out with a new website as well. Pretty nice. But it's just supply chain isn't the most sexy of things, you know? And Home Depot isn't the most sexy of things either. Like, Morpheus has some connections to Coke that I've speculated. Now, that's sexy. Everyone knows a Coke. You know, everyone knows Home Depot, but not everyone likes going to Home Depot. Most people like drinking a Coke. Hey, Chico, what do you think of Persic? PRQ. Been around for a while. Can't remember exactly what it does. I think it's been around for a while. Or I've heard it a few times. Oh, no. Since last year, so yeah. That's a big old pumpers and shumpers. Not my favorite of teams they're promoting across here. Especially Binance. Solana. Solana's a little bit better, but I'm still like, Injective. I don't know too much about them, and Algorand I'm not the biggest fan of either. But it looks like it is a use case that's needed. Connecting Web 2 to Web 3 and creating actions due to that, so... maybe here soon. Thanks for putting it on my radar, man. What's good, brother? Doggy, Pooch. I'm too broke to invest in all your coins, so UBT and EWT. It is. Happy you're here, Chico. Sundown Pyro, you don't need a whole token. That's one of the common things people don't understand in cryptocurrency is you can buy partial. You do not need a whole token. You can invest in all of them. You're just looking at the price. Look at market cap. That's the most thing you should look at. Don't ignore price. I don't even look at price. I don't care what the price of a token is, except if it's one that has like quadrillion tokens and it's 0.0000000. Then I'm like, get away from that one. That's stupid. Jeremiah Nickel, I know you. What's up, brother man? Thank you so much for the $50. Very kind of you. Jeez, thanks, brother. And Zela Sold retracted their message. What's going on with that? Any thoughts on Flux? Has Rosetta support, hosting Rosetta nodes on the network, hosting most of KDA nodes, decentralized Web3 hosted by the community. Haven't looked into it. Oh, this one sounds familiar. Oh, this is a competitor to Akash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'll check and see if anything's good going on. They haven't worked on it since May, so probably not much. $5 months ago. Kirapira, Chico, visit Azores if you can in Portugal. Beautiful archipelago off the coast. Any predictions for when Pocket will be launching on Copper? Hopefully this year, which I actually saw one of the Pocket Network team members at Mainnet in New York, and I asked him, you know, same question. I'm like, when Copper? And he said the bridge is what's been a pain in their booty. And they're finalizing that, but once that's done, it's coming. So I would expect here soon. Daniel Babik. Yo, Chico, what do I think of Fetch AI? Where do you see this project going in the near future? Amazing potential, combining AI and crypto. Real good fundamentals, and a bunch of well-respected partnerships. So actually, a guy I met out in public yesterday at the dog park asked me the same question, same stuff, great, you know, team and everything. The only thing, and I agree, they have great partners and they have great technology. The only thing is they're a Binance IEO. Now, that's like a death wish for you. Because you have to give up so many of your tokens to them, and Binance is going to manipulate the botagus out of you. They're going to pump and dump you. And it's been a common theme with Fetch. And now we're having that downturn. I mean, if the markets start going, Fetch will get another pump. But Binance is known to just P and D like on repeat, you guys. Should have got fetch right here at 0.0 a penny. 75x. Yo, brother, a little tip for Hank and Kitty Wayne. Nice. You'll find that backed fun Twitter on Twitter. Thank you for the tip, and Kitty Wayne and Hank appreciate that. Okay, there we go. Liquidity pool supported. Nice, nice. If this is true support, I'm going to have to look into that, because Aave and Curve, those are 2 top 100 cryptocurrencies, big names. Testnet, I'll keep an eye on this one. Sounds good. Thanks for the tip, my friend. Sorry if I ask again. It's okay, Jack. Ricardo. What do I think about Gelato? Gelato, it had some funky chicken business go down with the launch. A lot of whale. They should have done a fair launch on Copper because there was a lot of whale manipulation. And that's been the reason for just the brutalness since the launch. I mean, well, it's not doing too well. It's hovering in. But they haven't got a really good pump. They're ranked 850. Volume's probably pretty... No, it's not that thin. But yeah, there was some funky stuff going down early. Fair launch. But Gelato is good because their technology is good. I've talked about on my... they should have done an airdrop. Which they didn't. So they lost that community aspect. Doing that airdrop, I mean, it gains you a large community. So they didn't get that. But the automation of smart contracts is a huge use case. So. Oh, no problem, Zayla Soul. Anyway, I can look into Space Chain. It's co-founded by Jeff Garzik, and they've launched payloads into orbit already. Yeah, I looked into it a little bit back when the space tokens came out. There's Jeff right there. Draper's on there. I mean, it might have a revival here soon if we hear some good news about the node and what they're doing with that. But yeah, rank 1,000, $12 million market cap, over 1,000, so... I'm more bullish on what Elon's doing, Doge 1. Hey, Chico, was the 100x coin Alchemist? Yes, it was, Mbatter Virus. Appreciate your tip, man. Philip Brett, CHF10. Thank you so much, man. Hey, bro, hope you're feeling great and at peace. I am. Have you seen that Unmarshall is creating the first decentralized NFT indexer scanner multi-chain? That sounds good, because OpenSea, you know, is pretty centralized, but wasn't Unmarshall doing something completely different besides NFTs? Is that going to be their new selling use case? Or is it just getting built? I mean, that's cool. I mean, that's big. I won't deny that, but hopefully they don't just try to transfer. If that's one of their products, yeah, that's great. Yeah, and it'll make me more bullish. But hopefully that's not a pivot, you know? What we tried first didn't work, so let's pivot. I mean, sometimes you gotta pivot as a company, but I just don't see that as good. Shamir Khan Assad, yo Chico, ETH fees are killing me. Do you think it's better to buy on a weekend or wait for this dip that you spoke of about in your last video? I don't know if it's coming, you know, that's just a prediction I have because they want to set up those longs. And ETH fees are probably not going to go down anytime soon until ETH 2.0 comes. So whenever you see cheaper prices that are than normal, then that's when you should be acting, which usually is when prices are down. So that's when you should be acting if they're killing you. Trishawn Duncan, thank you so much for the $3. What do I think about XPR, not XRP? It looks all right. I've been tipped many times for this. Oh no, Proton. I thought you were talking about persistence. So people were telling me to look at it. A payment blockchain. Yeah, there are a few people in my chat telling me to look at it. But I haven't decided yet if it's one I want to. Payment is going to be hard with the big player AMP, which is going to probably dominate the space. What about Optimism airdrop? Team seems to insist that there will be no token on Discord, but I find it suspicious. Well, that's if they're saying that, that's them shooting themselves in the gosh dang foot, because they are going to fall so far behind. They are going to get overtaken by Boba Network, and Arbitrum has already overtaken them. So, yeah, they'll get overtaken. They better freaking launch a token and airdrop. Because if they want to build a community around Optimism too, they better. That's all I gotta say. Love you too, Clarice. Hey Chico, I seen Gavin Wood tweet about a remark. Have you looked into it before? Hope to see a video. Also, Revest Finance is a gem. It's a good one. Have a good weekend. Yeah, I saw that tweet. I covered it in the live stream last week, I think. I have looked into Remark. It's great. I actually hold one of their NFTs because a guy gifted me a couple of them. So thank you, brother man. But I don't hold Remark yet because it pumped, because I was on a live stream and people bought the crap out of it. Alex Feliz. Hey Chico, can you tell me about Blocktopia, new metaverse project freshly listed on KuCoin, Sony and PlayStation member in the team? That doesn't mean much, you guys. I mean, projects try to just get like employees on there to pump their coin. Unless it's a founder, someone highly connected, I wouldn't even pay attention to that. And that it's only listed on KuCoin, and they're pulling off this little peep, 21 million, a little P&D, huh? I'll look to see if there's a connection. Who is this employee? Built and backed by Polygon? Polygon's going into VR Metaverse now too? What? What are you guys doing? Oh God, this is a terrible project. Ew, get out of this right now. About as nasty of a project as you can get. P&D. Chico, it is Starcoin Network on Twitter. This is that one back there. That was a P&D. I'll tell you that right now. Polygon needs to focus on Polygon. They don't need to be focusing on a VR metaverse. And that just proves to me that Polygon is BS, like I've said for a long time. Yeah, this one's looking kind of to me. personally. No team or anything. Aims to be. It better be. Just a coin. It's like a 2013 coin that they're using. They need to use a better graphic. People use this in like 2013, 2014. It doesn't look great to me, personally, Academy. L. Jones, great content as ever. Can you tell me how to buy Pocket? No way to buy it, L. Jones. You gotta earn it with a node or wait for the fair launch on Copper. I appreciate the tip, man. My opinion on PokeSwap. It's the best and only DEX on the Kusama Polkadot ecosystem, so it's great. Did I get a Lattice one from Grid Plus yet? No, I haven't, Jeremiah Nickel. We would love to send you one to try out. I would love to have one. Send me a message, an email. thechicocrypto@gmail.com. It's in the description of all my videos too, man. Appreciate the $250 tips. You still a fan of Edgeware? Yeah, I talked about this already on the stream, C-Chap. I am. I still hold all my Edgeware. And yeah, they're going to get the parachain. Just joining in. What do I think of Remark? Jesus, you guys, I've been asked about Remark about 8 times. Okay, guys. I've talked about it. It's good. I like that it's a Lego blocks of NFTs, and it's probably the most dominant NFT on... I'm just repeating myself. I'm sure the people are like, Jesus. But yeah, no, I like it. It's good. I haven't bought any yet. I hold one of their NFTs, though. Bro, are you into anime? Not too much, no. I mean, I don't even get time to watch that much television anymore. But... yeah, not too much into anime, personally. Are you still into KDA? Actually, no, I am not. I sold that a little bit ago. Larry Bird, last question, sorry. Thoughts on the Trust Network? Trustworks and Vibes. Well, I think Full Metal's launching her NFTs on there. But I think it's on Binance Fart Chain. Is this the... yeah. I mean, it's okay for her, you know, she wants to partner with the people that are, you know, gonna help her out the most, and this project decided to do it. I can't hate on her for that, you know, but I'm not a fart chain, you know, I like Ethereum. But Full Metal's Full Metal. She can do anything that she wants. Kenny from South Park Suggs, ERC20. Happy Saturday, Chico. If you're available for an AMA with our altcoin SP2 on ERC20 South Park Thugs. Kenny, I am an extremely busy guy. Like I said, I mean, an AMA on another channel is just like hard for me to do because I create 6 pieces of content a week. I mean, I'm on Crypto Banter once in a while because I know Rand and he invites me, but even that, you know, it throws me so far back for the day, and I'm like, crap. And that only lasts under an hour. I mean, I wish I was more available to do those type of things, but if I'm going to put out the 5 videos a week and I'm burnt after this, especially after a live stream like this. Answering questions for a long time gets, you know, my voice starts going away and my brain starts hurting. I appreciate your tip. Send me an email. It's possible, but I can't guarantee it, brother. I appreciate your Canadian 100, and I appreciate you watching the channel, but I just can't guarantee that. Diego Arce, Rfuel, they aim to become a parachain. Well, a lot of people aim to. I mean, there's a lot of projects. Will they is the question. And this is going to be hard for a 1,000 ranked project to even have a chance. I'll tell you that right now. Website is very basic too. Maybe I was being a little rough on him, but this does just look pretty basic to me. Substrate ecosystem partners, I would have to look into that. I don't believe that. Chainlink, I mean, they plan to do that, but are they actually a partner? No VCs I've really heard of. I don't know about this one. I mean, be wary is all I gotta say. A lot of projects aim, but will they? Dennis Van Reen. Hey Chico, my man, have you seen Blockship's NFTs? What do you think of them? I'm not like the biggest NFT guy. I don't invest in many NFTs. I got the Goops because I was able to mint them. And I wanted to be part of the minting process. First real NFT? What's a real NFT? Oh my god. This is just the biggest red flag I've ever seen in my freaking life. Oh, please, dude. Come on, man. You gotta be joking me. How do you come to a page and you see Lindsay Lohan on there? You're not like, whoa, red flag. Oh my lickin' lord. I'm sorry, I just had to say that. Hey Chico, what do you think about Hathor Network? I did a sponsored video on them a while ago and it looked interesting. And they've moved up in the rankings since. They were ranked way lower, so. Good work, Hathor. Yeah, it was interesting. They're a DAG2 type infrastructure. A little bit different from a DAG. And yeah, they were, I remember, they were the one that said they solved the dilemma of DAGs. They're using a blockchain and DAG intertwined, which was I thought was super interesting. Because you can't just leave the blockchain, dude. You gotta keep the blockchain. Daniel Ward had an experience with zcointrading.com and decided it was a scam. I'm not going to a scam website, Daniel Ward. I don't go to external links anyways, and if you're saying it was a scam, I'm not going to go to it. But when it feels like a scam, you think it's a scam, it's most likely a scam, is all I got to say. Oh, I do not think Lindsay has my financial future at heart, Dows. ALBT looks okay, James Bailey. Wax, yeah, they have some gaming partnerships. No, that was just like a big red flag. Right when I see a big old plastered thing of freaking Lindsay. Whoa! Crypto Curious. Thank you, Chico, for all your great calls. What do I think of Origin? Origin looks good. They came out with the NFT Launchpad a little late, you know, end of NFT hype, but it's coming back, so there could be some really good integrations, especially with the storefront model. Crypto Curious. I'll go check them out. Have them on screen. OGN, baby. Me Googling what is Parachain. Learning. Oh, dude, Steve Wozniak. Dude, they're just paying people. Steve Wozniak has been getting paid to freaking... I mean, they're just paying people to, hey, support us. Yeah, not a big fan of that. I'm sorry, Dennis Van Reen. It's just not my jam. If I see Lindsay Lohan there, I'm not touching that. Alright guys, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours now, so I am going to get going for the day. I like my live streams to be a little bit early. I thought I was going to get done at like noon, because usually they only take 2 hours, so I'm going to head out for the day. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, watching, sticking around with me, and I appreciate Greg for doing the interview with us. It was excellent. So thank you, Greg, and thank you all viewers. I will see you guys on Monday. Again, my content is what I started writing is not necessarily the most bullish thing in the crypto space. It's about what's going to pop this last hoorah bubble. Maybe I should make the last hoorah bubble. And then, or what is, I already did a video on what the last hoorah is, actually. Yeah, I made it before the end of the stream. Hey, Chico, the best researcher in the space. Can I have a bow, Chico, wow, wow? It keeps bleeding. Not many updates. Still hope. God bless you. Yeah, I still hold it. I mean, I'm not like... I mean, of course, I haven't talked about it in a while, you know. I'm not the most, like, bullish on it. I'm still holding it and hoping that, you know, my prediction that there's connection to sushi and their synthetics comes true. Okay, guys, god dang it. Tyler, have you heard of Sato? The Trust Wallet description calls it a revolutionary blockchain. Phil Taft, I haven't, but I'm trying to go. I appreciate your tip, man, but I've been streaming for a long time. I'm sure it's probably one of their trust launch projects. With Polkadot ecosystem token? That's cool. Ooh, Neo Global Capital. There's a dumper McDumper. Basically Binance. I don't know. I don't know about that, Phil. When I see NGC, I step far away. Alright, guys. Appreciate, again, all your tips. And especially the late one from you, Phil. But yeah, I'm going to get going for the day. Have a good weekend, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.